Hi, this is BK Black Krishna from manforwars.com, where I'm promoting polite patriotism to help nice ladies and gents teach kids, look, talk, and feel great, and locally discuss and share lots of great info we find online, offline. Other times people don't act nice enough to talk, and they get sucked into tons of YouTube videos and podcasts and get socially constipated, trouble talking, political correctness, and gender neutralized, trouble acting like men and women, can't act with self-respect and show and get it. So all that stuff kind of stays in there, and it's hard to get it out as people with self-respect who respect each other and respect each other more for sharing interesting stuff in ways that are helpful. So manforwars.com for more on that. But this video is called the Roosh v. Webcast, still straight out of Eastern Europe and ready to red pill chill you. And Roosh V, or Roosh Valazadeh, is a controversial figure. He's been a guy who's been helping men for years with his rooshv.com website, or his returnofkings.com website, which is now just an archive, no longer active. But that's a place where many men would go to, and many men would recommend other men go to, and many men would share articles on there and write articles for the site and be contributors to the returnofkings.com site. And they would also connect with each other in the comments section on those sites. And in a world where we're supposed to be disempowered, and when we're disempowered, we disempower each other and women and children, and the whole place falls apart. returnofkings.com and rooshv.com and rooshv's efforts are ones to celebrate and validate. Now, if you hate yourself and hate other people, or you don't want to see a bunch of people made happy, then you can crap on it. But otherwise, not agreeing with everything like nobody does. But otherwise, you can certainly say, seems to be doing well. These guys are probably better men for themselves, other men and women and children, as a result of the insights and confidence that Roosh V's efforts have helped provide. So it's probably on balance a good thing. And the only people who want to attack that are doing it selfishly. Weak, miserable, lying, bitchy, selfish fools making more out of the rest of us. And that's the issue. And today, where many men, and you can see a lot of proof of this at manforwars.com or on my video channels, where many men are supposed to act like and put up with messed up girls, because what else are girls going to do except be messed up girls with men acting like that too, instead of making sure that nobody does. It's a really, really valuable resource to have a website like rooshv.com or returnofkings.com, or his channel, his webcast, which I will show you a bit of now. And so here it is on YouTube, and also on BitChute and other platforms. There's Roosh V. There's his handsome bearded face. And there's his nearly 50,000 followers. And I'll put a link to this below so you can check it out yourself. But to give you an example, right? Because I go through some highs and lows as well. I've taken on some challenges here. I know that women can't do anything men can, and men can't do anything women can. We just don't brag about it. We're not like, I can do anything a woman can. It's like, no, we can't. We don't care, right? We aren't brainwashed to care. I mean, these days it's getting more and more there. Where I can do anything a woman can. Woman, I can do anything a man can. It's like, no, it's crap. We're complementary pieces. We complement with an I. Hey, nice. This is how I compliment you. We compliment with an E. We're complementary pieces to each other in the general sense and in specific relationships. And I know that one thing that women can't do that men can is yell at other men, right? So, I've made sure I've got a staple place in the culture to sort of use that opportunity to validate what we're really looking for and share that in different ways. And so manforwars.com for more on that. But I go through some highs and lows because our culture is being cucked up and taken out here in communist Canada and in the city of Toronto. And so I'm texting. I'll read a couple of texts which basically explain why I'm recommending the Roosh V webcast, still straight out of Eastern Europe, where he currently is. And so I say to my buddy, sorry I've been out of touch, but I've been out of sorts, and I don't want to subject anyone to my subjectives. Just level up and groove for my and others' moods. I'm sure I can do better, which is both comforting and depressing as many find, but the challenge is mine, so I'll take or do the time. I think I can, so be in touch with whatever interests or amuses or ails you. Until then, peace and prosperity and joy right back at you. And this is texting with a very good friend of mine about Easter, where he got in touch. Because basically, I want to win the offline information war. There's lots of great podcasts, YouTube videos, and so on. But as I said, people having trouble discussing them and discussing things with each other because they don't act nice enough to talk. And then, so I want to help transcend that. I basically want 100 grand, work for the next year, take all my ability and experience offline to kind of destroy all this BS, beat anybody in stupid debates, work as a journalist and an editor with online and offline information war campaigns, and as an artist, an activist, and I can do all this stuff. It's just when you're dealing with stuff that people can't talk about, that's not on the internet, but that's in 3D, right in front of your eyes, right in front of your face. It's not like it's on the internet. Well, it's on the internet. No, it's in front of it's what you're doing and what other people are doing right near you. It's just a few feet away from you in 3D. You're dealing with that and you can't talk about that. That can really drive you crazy at times, right? Not just, so I saw some crazy stuff on the internet from some other crazy person. It's like, no, this is literally right in front of your eyes. It's how you're treating people, how they're treating you, how we're treating each other, how we're raising kids to act. You can't talk about that, even though it's something that nobody likes, nobody wants to talk about, and nobody can do anything about until we're all screwed up and dead. This is insane. So that's sort of what I'm dealing with respect to that. And you can see manforwars.com for more on that. And if you're going through some lighter version or heavier version where you live, then there's some tips there to help you stop it. But back to this these text messages. After I sent my buddy this text message, I sent him another one. And I said, FYI, I must admit YouTube AI may be smarter than you or I. So the YouTube artificial intelligence that pops up on your phone app or whatever, some suggestions for you based on spying on you, I guess. Or understanding your habits or whatever. And it's pretty good artificial intelligence. When you're not sure what to do, YouTube artificial intelligence and Facebook and so on, they're studying you, so they can certainly recommend you things so you can go further and further into the internet or international net to trap all of us, whereas locally we can't be cool and get stuff done. Thank goodness there's the internet, which we can escape into. But anyway, because it's YouTube AI, it may help me kick that plan's ass a bit unwittingly, and that's sort of what this video is about and what this text is about as well. So I say, I must admit YouTube AI may be smarter than you or I. They must have read my text as when I popped open the app on my phone, today's latest Easter Sunday Rooshcast, in brackets still, straight, out of Eastern Europe, was there. You know him as a former player making more turned God-fearing red-pilled male warrior making more and muscling through frustration. That's basically it. He used to be a real successful player, write books about how to bang a lot of chicks, and then sort of realized, that was part of a bigger plan to be less fulfilling, and he wasn't fulfilled by it. You can still do some of it, but it shouldn't be your only mission in life to sort of not respect people who don't respect you, masturbate with them, and then move on to the next one. There's sort of more fulfilling ways to live your life and more fulfilling connections to make than that. So not totally against it, but definitely not endorsing it as the only thing you really give a crap about, because ultimately you'll find you don't give a crap about yourself or the people you're doing that with, and they don't give a crap about you. So anyway, you know him. That's Roosh. As a former player making more turned God-fearing red-pilled male warrior making more and muscling through frustration. I can relate, so you may like it too, like many men do. It's got good internet's visuals as he plans sharing stuff well, but it also works in audio-only form as I went for a walk with it to check my head. This is number 36, well I heard 35 before, and I'm working my way through 34. Good times, and I hope it helps swell the old co-Jones to deal with crying clones on smartphones, as we know we must until we're dust and bones. Cheers. I missed some things here. I should have double-checked the spelling on this or the grammar on this. But that's basically what I wrote to him, quoting an old Guns N' Roses song we like, talking about dust and bones. And so the point of me sharing all that is to sort of say to you folks out there, look, Roosh has a very, very measured style. It's not like this. Right? I've always wanted to be Bailey's. I typically end up being Scotch. But to be natural, I can kind of moderate and mitigate it a bit. but you're supposed to say less about less and keep things short. So sometimes I speed up so I can fit everything that I think into a relatively short video. And it's not even everything I think, because I'm a quick thinker and I can think of more, even about what I think and how I think. But but Roosh has a very, very measured, careful style that he uses for his webcasts. He has a whole bunch of articles and Instagram pictures and what's going on with men and women, who we are, how we feel about ourselves and our own skin, how we're treating each other and how we're being treated information, which he really goes into in more details, and how that's getting screwed up, and how people are getting screwed up, and good and bad role models, excuse me, with some politics and pop culture stuff kind of sprinkled in there. But basically, if you want to take a man who's trying to do the right thing while still being a badass, fun-seeking international playboy, but still trying to do the right thing, not trying to be a bad guy, but still wanting to be a badass, dude, cool with dudes, good with chicks, blah, blah, but still trying to do the right thing, who's getting frustrated with what's going on, and you want to relate to that, and you want to hear him kind of explain that, and kind of share that, with certain images and articles and visuals, and kind of meditate through the process of feeling all this stuff in a deep way. He can help you do that, because his style on his webcast is very, very measured. I won't give you an example. You can check it out for yourself. I'll put a link to it below. But the point is that I recommend the Roosh V webcast either as visuals, because he's got some great visuals on there for you to take a look at. Oh my goodness, look at what this person's doing. Oh my goodness, look at this girl. She used to be a beautiful girl. Now she's got a demonic look in her eyes, and she's on an airplane. She's in an airplane bathroom licking a toilet seat, and she's going, look what kind of a sick freak I am. And this is a girl in her early 20s. She looks like she's demonically possessed, and she's licking an airplane bathroom toilet seat and filming herself doing it on her phone to post on the internet to show what kind of a badass freaky chick this is, right? And he's got not just a girls suck, girls suck, guys suck. It's sort of more about why we suck and how not to suck. That's the more valuable and interesting and informative and empowering way to look at it. And so he certainly touches on a lot of that as well. So, as I said in this video, the Roosh V webcast, still straight out of Eastern Europe, will help red pill chill you, because it will. It'll give you a red pill thing, and it can make you more comfortable in your own skin. And when you're more comfortable in your own skin, and you're more comfortable with other people, you can make them more comfortable with you, unless they attack you for being comfortable to try and screw you up and make you a bitchy, sketchy zombie too, which is sort of in fashion these days, because you're just more worth bothering that way if you're cooler, until you become all messed up and bother other people too. That's a danger. But ideally, it'll help you chill out, help you be more of a chilled out person, to help other people chill out and look, talk, and feel great and communicate well offline about what they learn online, as sort of a key part of how you're going to improve yourself and other people and where you live. And so all of that's important. Or if that's too ambitious for you, you just might feel better seeing a really smart, successful, badass guy like this still struggling with these things you struggle through, and then finding a way to also muscle through. And there's some value in that too. So there you have it. Please do feel free to check out the manforwars.com website, BK Black Krishna for manforwars.com. Subscribe, comment, get in touch as you'd like, donate to support the manforwars.com efforts. There's information below. Otherwise, I hope this helps, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.